Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be talking about how to journal. So the first point I want to make is write down anything and everything you're feeling at the moment, whether it's negative or whether it's positive or whether it's good, whether it's bad, whatever you're feeling, just let it vent out on the page or on the spreadsheet or whatever. Just vent it out on it, and then don't worry if it's not readable later on. All you need to do right now, all you need to focus on right now is to just get your thoughts and your emotions onto a piece of paper or onto a spreadsheet or onto a Word document. I remember when I first started journaling, it was a mess. My thoughts and emotions was mostly bad, mostly negative. It was not a good space and not a good time for me to be in. But I still stick to it. I still stuck to the practice at the end. It's gotten a lot better over the months, and the more I stick to it, the more I can see and the more I can feel it's helping me, because I started journaling 6 months ago, and within the first month or 2 or 3, it was like it was very bad, very negative feelings for me. And then as I stuck to the practice, I saw a slow but steady incline on my thoughts and my emotions and my feelings at the time. And right now, if I look at it now, all that I'm gonna see is positivity. Or even if it's not positive per se at the moment, I still find a way to turn it into a positive, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next point we're gonna talk about is being able to ask yourself the difficult questions you've been avoiding for too long. I know this may sound a bit harsh, but that is what journaling is for and about. It's to ask yourself the stuff that you don't necessarily want to ask and tell other people about yourself, if you get what I'm trying to say. So it's mostly gonna be very difficult questions and very negative questions, but if you can somehow ask it and somehow just get to some type of answer for yourself, then it will be like a pressure that's being released from your shoulders or your consciousness. You will feel a lot better, a lot lighter if you get that feelings and get that questions onto a piece of paper, and you write it down or you type it out and you answer it in some way or some form, or even if you don't have the answers yet to that questions, just give your body, give your soul, give your mind permission to accept it and move on from it, if you get what I'm trying to say. Because in the future, but you must make a mental note, or you must make up your mind that in the future you will have some form or some type of answer to that questions, and due to that your consciousness will become lighter and clearer, because you've basically answered the questions that was weighing on your mind or weighing on your soul or whatever. My experience with that is there is some questions in my journal that is very personal and very deep and very difficult to answer. Like so about 3-4 months ago, I left my job, and I've been journaling a lot about if it's the right decision, what am I gonna do after that, and if it doesn't work out, will I be able to get back on my feet, or is my life gonna be over? Which, if I think about it now, it sounds very stupid basically, because I'm only 21 years old right now and I still have a long life ahead of me. So one job isn't gonna necessarily put me in the streets, especially not since I'm living with my parents, and I'm basically I can fall back on them if something ever goes wrong. But yeah, that's just one of the many tough decisions and difficult questions that I had to ask myself. There's many more personal stuff and deep stuff in my journal that I won't be sharing on here right at the moment, but I probably will in the future. But who knows, your experience may be different with it. But yeah, just remember to ask yourself the difficult questions, no matter what it is, no matter how bad it is, how negative it is. Just do it. Your consciousness will be a lot lighter when you do it. Okay, and the next point I would like to make is, even if it wasn't a very eventful day for you, if it was a slow day or a boring day or nothing really happened, still journal about it, because that's how you're gonna train your mind and your memory and your brain to get into the practice of doing it every day. And if you can do it every day, it basically becomes muscle memory for you. So you won't ever skip a day if you get into the habit of it. And I know that time is not always on our side. It's gonna be very difficult in the beginning to get into the habit of doing it day after day after day, but it's gonna really benefit you at the end of the day if you can get into the habit of doing it day after day. So yeah, that's my next point. Just do it every day, even if the events is not very eventful, or if the day was just boring or plain or whatever. Just write down about anything and everything that you went on that day, that you felt that day, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's negative, positive, neutral, whatever. Just write it down. That is what journaling is for. And of course, the last point that I want to make is, you should obviously stick with the practice. No matter what's happening in your life, no matter what's happening around you, the environment you're in, whether it's positive, negative, neutral, whatever, you need to stick with the practice. It's a pretty obvious point, but most people skip it, or most people neglect to do it. Stick to it, and as the months go by, you will see that it will just become easier to do, and the benefits of it will be a lot positive on you. If you made it thus far into the video, thank you very much, and I would like you to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and of course comment your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching.